The greatest football team.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he stopped immediately there. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. Tua. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Nick Scorton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. A give left side. Here's Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 22-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Well, Tua's going to change things up. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
Hey, 21 T. Solo left Zion. Solo.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Outright caught by Chosen. Well, he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Robbie Chosen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Looking to put a drive together. Now they'll change things up. They'll find Harry on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Past the 60, past the 60. 77 Wolf.
A former Oklahoma State Cowboy, it's Chuba Hubbard. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Rocco 80. Warriors got 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 60 average, 60.
Now Willis. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Buffalo 18.
To throw, here's Willis. Throw downfield, going to be taken in by Harry. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. N'Keal Harry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10.
Ready.
Tua going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tua. That's over the middle, caught by Chosen. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw. When they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations, ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Ready. Ready, team. Let's go. Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. But you look at this defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
One thing you do know they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Down the sideline he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 38 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it as we resume action.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Sanders now to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Willis looking to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now he'll let it go deep right side.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. And that is incomplete. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
18, Pioneer, Warriors, trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Willis will look to throw it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's tipped, but he still makes the adjustment. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. An audible here to get a new look.
60 Vikings, 60, 79 Bronx, 65, 19 Lions, 18 Rattler, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready, ready.
4th down, Willis. He's got his running back out of the backfield. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
At the 25-yard line.
Cup 19, Cup 19. Mustang Knight, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw, Willis. That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Ready.
That's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's another Panthers first down.
Hubbard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run, and that's a nice job there getting the safeties involved in run support.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Dragon 6, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They go play action with Willis. On the RPO, he'll keep it. Touchdown, Panthers. And Xavier again from 3 yards out. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Ready.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Willis. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Carolina. 63 yards.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Street. Check, 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 check. Liking 18.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
68, 79, 19, cup 19, cup 19. Let's go.
Willis out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Panthers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up when we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Tua. That's caught by Chosen. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's into the hands of Chosen. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's second and 10. Complete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Touchdown! Nick Westbrook-Akine in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. These offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Willis to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 44-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A give up the middle. Hubbard gets through, and now an opening. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Panthers, 19 tight, 19, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks.
To throw, here's Willis. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Panther 11. Panther 11. Bronco 80. 79 Broncos. 18. Pioneer.
Now Willis. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
70, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Lion. Trap 50, trap 50. 18 Rattler, 18.
Willis. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28.
To kick off for Carolina.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Solo left Zion. Hey. Solo left Zion. Solo left.
From the gun, it's Tua. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. D.J. Johnson, the one who got there for the sack. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all my friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Straight ahead with Hubbard. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the gun, here's Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Willis showing off the wheels there. He gets him the first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and 3 at the 23-yard line.
With a quick throw completed by Willis. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Chuba Hubbard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front. The extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. Marshall now, the return. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin. Oh, breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you, now you take care of us.
He'll find Harry on the right side. And he'll be out right at the 35. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
On the give, this is Hubbard. And some nifty running here as they'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 130 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
At the 47-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. And now an audible here into something else.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard, 46 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. And a returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. This offense so far on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. That is caught. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2 and a throw again. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he's got it. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
That's caught. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Panthers, 18 Cardinals, 19 tight, 19 tight. 7 Pirates, 19 Lions. Ready?
Willis will look to throw it. Smith catches left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Jeff Smith, 72 yards. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Following the touchdown, this is Fitzgerald now to send this one away. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. But he's caught downfield. It's Waller. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. It seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Here's Tua. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Drop 60, drop 60. Go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got an open man. It's Vladimir Scanlon. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That's another.
Cut 19. Cut 19. Let's go now.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's Willis. Now he's going to step up and run. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, but keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's Hubbard. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
19 target, 19, 18 target.
Now they'll audible to something else.
Cowboy 80.
Willis looking to pass it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Willis back to throw here. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 in.
Willis to throw. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Willis. He'll try and do this himself. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Panthers, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.